Okay, good evening. So we talked about this before in the Uncle Barry video. Okay, we talked about how there is a possibility for silver that can go from either here, which follows this scenario in 2021, or it follow the Hunt Brothers scenario, which is 130. Okay, we measured this based on the wave 3 to wave 5 ratio. Okay, Hunt Brothers peaks, that means it's going to bring SLV to 130. If you are looking at this is not the peak for silver. I think I made a bit of mistake. Peak for silver 2011. So if it's 2011 follow to 2011, we are going to go somewhere here. Okay, $75 lah, give or take. So where it's going to be, I don't know, man, but I think it's going to breach. I think maybe $100 possible. Okay, so if this is true, that means Pastor Danny lah, he predicted everything right. Because in one of his prophecies, he talked about silver and gold, silver and all that. So silver, he talked about $100. So if this goes to $100, that means the other scary stuff that he talked about might be correct. In other words, the USA is going to face a major depression. Okay, so better be prepared, all of you. Okay, if the thing really creep up to $100, then you will think that, oh fuck. Okay, you all should be prepared and should be careful at that point in time if silver keeps going up to $100. This is one of the precursors of the shit that's going to happen. Okay, it just shows you that Donald Trump is destroying the very foundational stuff that every American is trying to protect, right? The dollar. Okay, and this trade war, I keep telling you all, I am more scared China is not going to sell stuff rather than China, don't buy stuff from you. If China don't sell silver, China don't sell this, China don't sell that, then we are looking at a major disaster. So I think it's very possible. That's why I say that if you want people to make things in your country, if China stop the resources, you die already. Okay, so this is why I already said, okay, ever since last time, that it is actually very dangerous for US to do whatever it's doing. Number one. Number two, it is actually not as a central bank, holding gold is not something where you want to be doing for a long time, right? But now China buy gold is what? As a backing, right? Okay, I got so much of US dollars. What the hell am I going to buy? So this thinking very hard, right? So in my honest opinion, if you want to buy stuff, number one is military stuff. Number one is very important because there might be a war that's coming out soon. Number two, strategic resources. Last time US used the petrodollar, right? Maybe China do something and do what, I don't know what is it need to do. So they might need to go and fight for these strategic resources, rare earths and all that. Okay, at least that's what I think, and I believe that what Pastor Daniel is saying is going to come true eventually. Okay, so I'm going to cut position in my Crocs and Deckers and all that. Okay, Coolpad, I think I might be selling off because Coolpad very reliant on the US. So anything reliant on the US, try to get the F out. But yes, if it has an international presence, still can. Google how, Robert? Google. If US really go into a depression, I think Google will survive. Okay. So I'm not too crazy about it. Okay, so now is like the shift and the focus is like, guys, if silver does go to $100, that means what Pastor Daniel says is correct. If what Pastor Daniel says is correct, most likely his other prediction is going to come out. So you really have to be very careful this time, all of you. Okay. Very, very careful. Okay, very, very careful. Okay, that's why. Right. It's, yeah. Either way, yeah. Okay. You take a look at his predictions. The war is going to intensify. Okay, so oil prices are most likely going to go up. Right, oil prices. Girls are going to be called up to fight also. Maybe in Europe, I don't know. Right, and that means they're going to keep fighting forever down there. And I think maybe USA is going to join the foil by attacking Venezuela and Cuba. Okay. Because that is that fight is at least profitable for them and can conquer Cuba and that one. Okay, they can ignore the Geneva Convention and all that shit in the world and the UN and then they take over that place and then they actually annex them and put it into one of the states of the US. I think they can actually do it because Russia is doing it, man. Why can't you do what Russia do? Think about it that way. Okay. This world, yeah, I think World War going to start most likely. There is a chance that it might start. Okay, see how it goes. But this is maybe beyond Trump. So the two separation of the BRICS, right, where BRICS is going to form and US is going to form its own BRICS, right? Now, this is quite a far-fetched doomsday scenario, but there is a high chance that it might happen. So a lot of you must be careful even from now on. Okay. That's it for this one. Thank you very much. And the analysis for the Uncle Barry one, maybe I'm going to post it later. But let's see how it goes. Okay, this is, yeah.